And on this Wednesday, April 29th, 2026 edition of Newsmakers, the U.S. Supreme Court is siding with a faith-based pregnancy center that raised First Amendment concerns about an investigation into whether it misled people to discourage abortions. The High Court's unanimous ruling is a procedural victory for First Choice Women's Resource Centers, which is challenging a New Jersey investigation of its practices. The Supreme Court's decision lets First Choice sue over a state-issued subpoena in federal court, though the ruling doesn't resolve the underlying case. The conservative majority court has given abortion opponents high-profile wins in recent years, but this case also drew support from the American Civil Liberties Union, which favors abortion rights but backed the group's First Amendment concerns. Lawyer Aaron Hawley with the Alliance Defending Freedom argued the case and said the group looks forward to taking up the case in federal court if New Jersey's Attorney General decides to, quote, continue these efforts on remand. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman wants the U.S. Supreme Court to allow a northern Kentucky religious group to build a shrine on its property. Coleman is asking the court to overturn a Kentucky Supreme Court decision that blocks the missionaries of St. John the Baptist from constructing the outdoor worship space at Our Lady of Lourdes Parish in Park Hills. The city gave the Catholic organization zoning permission for the build in 2021, but construction was blocked after neighbors filed a lawsuit. Residents in the area successfully argued that the shrine would unfairly subject them to increased disruptions and traffic. Maryland's highest court says prosecutors cannot name people who were never charged but were accused of hiding or failing to report church abuse. Monday's ruling blocks the Attorney General from releasing those identities in a grand jury report tied to the Archdiocese of Baltimore investigation. Justices said grand jury secrecy exists to protect uncharged individuals from public shame without a chance to defend themselves. The court rejected arguments that intense public interest should override that protection. The decision comes as the Archdiocese of Baltimore moves through bankruptcy amid a wave of abuse claims. Former Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward is increasing the dollar amount of a lawsuit she filed against the city. The initial lawsuit sought $1.5 million. That amount is now $10 million. The Spokane City Council passed a resolution denouncing Woodward's appearance at a lettuce worship event that included a controversial pastor and former Washington legislator Matt Shea. Woodward lost her bid to remain mayor. Her lawsuit names the 4 council members who voted for the resolution. It claims the resolution damaged her reputation. A trend called Scientology speed running has gone viral on social media. Daniel Martindale explains.
Groups of people, mostly teens, are posting videos of themselves running through buildings in Hollywood owned by the Church of Scientology. The speedrunners scream and laugh while running through the building before either leaving on their own or being thrown out by security. Some of the videos, which have millions of views on social media, show people dressed as Jesus Christ or Sonic the Hedgehog rushing past security guards. Scientology officials are calling it a hate crime and are calling on the LAPD to arrest people who rush their buildings. Some anti-Scientology activists call it a form of protest, while others warn it's dangerous. I'm Daniel Martindale.
And that's Newsmakers for this Wednesday, April 29th, 2026 edition. I'm Keith Black.